What's good, everybody? It's your boy Sebastian Joseph Day here, defensive lineman with the Los Angeles Rams. Come on a journey with me and try to discover some of the best food and coolest stories in LA. There's a story behind every storefront. This is Dine N Bash. Yeah.
Dine N Dash, Sip Sonder, scene 2 tickets.
Did you say Dine N Dash?
Dine N
Who the Dine N Dash, dog? My name Bash. Dash is my alter ego. Anyways, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Dine N Bash. And right now we're here in Inglewood, California at Sip Sonder, created by two Ivy League queens. Sip Sonder is a coffee shop, a creative space, and they roast their own beans. What's goody? Ain't got nothing on that, Starbucks. What's happening? But most importantly, they're a certified Rams house and they're doing great things in this community. So let's go inside and let's check it out because these girls are the real deal. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Hi. Good. How are you?
Pleasure, Sebastian.
Shanita.
Amanda Jane.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Heard so many great things about you guys, the finders of this awesome place. So the concept behind Sip Sonder, where did that come from?
The way Amanda and I actually first met was working at the same law firm together in New York.
Ivy League queens, right? Am I right? Am I correct? Columbia?
That's Columbia.
Harvard?
Yes.
Ooh.
We got some degrees. No, but I mean, when we were at the firm, we used to just come together and talk and be like, what else do we want to do with our lives? What are our passions?
It's funny because we were just starting our careers as attorneys, but there was still this this is not it. There's something else.
I was telling Amanda kind of my love of coffee and coffee shops.
Coffee shops are those third spaces in communities. There's work, home, school, and then there's this third space typically. And kind of, looking at them as these institutions that do so much great for the communities that they're in. There's spaces for folks to come together using coffee as that conduit to connect with others. And then Sip Sonder was born.
Okay, obviously we know Sip. Explain to me Sonder.
The first time I saw the term was years ago now. I used to, as a child, no, I'm telling the story. As a child,
Tell it. I love it.
Read the dictionary in my free time. But Sonder, it's the realization that everyone around you is living their own individual lives, have their own passions, their own craziness. When we talked about that space that we wanted to build, the core of that is being a place where you can come in and just be.
So, creativity in the Black community. How important is it? And obviously, what would you guys like to say to future Sip Sonders?
I think that the Black community in particular, for a long time, going into structures, into more corporate settings, suppressing aspects of ourselves.
Facts.
Anyone who's a budding coffee shop owner, a creative in any other expression, a lawyer, a doctor, you can be dynamic across all of those platforms and still be genuine and authentic to yourself.
That's real. No, that's so real.
We have different creative programming that we do at Sip Sonder, our own as well as others that come in and want to do creative work, and we see it as it's another way for folks to connect. That's what coffee shops kind of represent. They're these spaces that should reflect the community.
All right, so last question. Location, though. Y'all are like 5 minutes away from my home stadium where I play every Sunday. It's prime location right here. I bet this place is rocking on Sundays.
We built this space understanding that the stadium was coming, but we built it for the current community at the time, and that's still here. But see some jerseys on Sunday.
Yeah,
There's a lot of that.
I can't imagine. This place is right in the mix. It's fire. I love it. Well, all right, well, let's get to the roasting now and get our hands a little dirty, All
right.
And I know it's unique because not many coffee places have their own roaster.
Yeah.
So you guys got a leg up on a lot of people right now. Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's get to it. Yeah, let's get to it. So you guys actually roast your own coffee. Can you guys go into detail about what's the roaster all about, what it does.
So roasting is basically the process that takes coffee from the green bean, which is what you see here, to the roasted coffee that usually everyone knows and loves.
Wow.
So we really wanted to be involved in every step of the process.
Yeah, that's fire.
The last coffee that we brought in from Rwanda, we actually got to meet with them. We get to get the story, the history behind everyone that we source from.
We really want to know where's the coffee from, the farms, the farmers, how are they treated, the importers that we work with, are they giving back to the farms? It's the story all the way from the root to here in Inglewood.
Yeah, and we say three areas: sustainable, traceable, and intentional.
How does this like kind of work?
Yeah, what I hear you saying is you want to roast some coffee.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we can get to roasting a little bit.
So this is our lovely Bellwether roaster. It's a zero emission roaster. We named her Sage, so
Sage?
she came in and cleansed the space. That's what
Sage
we
out here just spreading positive
Positive
vibes, immaculate
vibes.
vibes.
Yeah, all
Love
that.
it. Sage is doing her thing.
Today we have our Mexico coffee. We'll do a medium setting for this. It's really about
Time and temperature.
Time and temperature,
Time and-
exactly. So we'll just start that preparation. All right, so it's getting warmed up, and now Amanda's going to take you over to the green coffee.
While that's heating up, we're gonna come over here and we put 6 pounds in and we get about 5 pounds out. You can actually see some of this green coffee. I'll put some in your hand. A lot of folks don't know that this is what coffee starts off as.
Yo, this is crazy.
It is a seed. It's a
this?
seed in a cherry.
We kind of look at coffee as both the art and science aspects. Almost like cooking, any other cooking process, there's art and science to it.
Every bit counts.
We'll pop it back in. We got about 21 more minutes to preheat.
Okay.
We'll see the green coffee drop down into this drum. Like Amanda mentioned, it'll kind of circulate in there. You'll start to see the color change, the first crack. Then once it's done, it'll go into a cooling bin, and then out comes our roasted coffee that we'll see in about 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
So while we're waiting for Sage to get the roast done, let's go pop over and see how to make a nice little pour over.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
So a pour over is basically another way to make coffee.
Okay.
You might have heard like espresso, French press,
Yeah,
drip
yeah, yeah.
coffee, cold brew. Those are all just referring to different methods. But the basic way of making coffee is coffee grounds and pouring hot water over it.
Okay.
And so that's the general idea. Each different method is going to affect the strength of the coffee and also the notes that you're going to get. So we gave you this flavor wheel because after we make the coffee, we're going to go through and we're going to have you be like, what are you tasting?
Today, we're actually using our Rwanda coffee.
Ooh,
So we're
nice.
gonna do a medium grind for this preparation. Get it going.
This is dope.
I know, this is like
You
my,
didn't taste all this?
yeah.
You have to
depending on
trust
the
your
coffee.
palate.
So we do about roughly 30 grams of dry coffee into here. We're gonna go and put 416 grams of hot water.
Okay.
We want to start from the outside in for the first pour in. Make sure we're coating the whole area. Right now I'm going to let that sit a bit. It's going to degas at about 30 seconds we're at. I'm going to keep going. And my only trick for the pour over is to make sure that the beans stay moist. You don't have to submerge them in water, but keep them moist so that you're not drying out.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
This is what we do all day. We love.
This is dope.
We stay very caffeinated.
It just felt like comfort. Like it's like I don't know, like
Yeah.
it's like
This Rwanda one is special. Look like we're done to me. All right, that's it. There we go. I'm gonna put this before I make sure I don't spill it. But that's our pour over.
there you go.
All right, we chefed it up.
All right. I need to take a sip. I mean, I need to do the notes.
Yeah, I
good.
love it.
Man, that's gonna good. Good. Be one with the coffee. That's good. I'm actually tasting a little bit of toasted oats. I can see a toasted oat.
Okay, so you're in the grain and cereal
Grain,
and
so I
some
can
nut,
feel-
okay.
I can feel toasted oat.
That's right
vibe.
on point. There's a bit of a stone fruit that gives you that like depth into it as well.
Yeah.
You're right on point with that.
Look at that. Look at that.
Trust your taste.
I love it.
Here we go.
Professors got me right.
There we go.
They said
That's an A.
I got an A? I'm gonna give myself like a B minus.
I can
But okay, I'll
give it
take
an
it.
A.
I kind of want to finish it. It feels good. I feel good right now. Like,
It's like the Sip Sonder place.
So the coffee dropped.
Yes, this is what you roasted.
I mean, I didn't roast it. Y'all did the work. Y'all showed me the way, but it smells amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the more it sits, the more the notes come out too.
Definitely.
If you want to take a couple out and just kind of see it, it's still warm actually. It can,
Oh wow, it's so warm. It smells so good too.
That smells really good actually.
It smells so good. Look at that.
Taste one if you so dare.
Really?
Not for the, you can. But
You taste it?
yeah, just like,
Actually, it doesn't taste bad at all.
you know, just skip the coffee.
I would say maybe
skip
not
the
too
bean.
many. It's still
About 2 minutes. Yeah. I'll be like, hey, this might be a little Chico before the game. You know, pop a few of these bad boy. The boy gonna be looking like Warren Sapp out there.
This is our green to roasted coffee process.
Thank you. This is awesome.
Prop to cup.
I like that.
I just made it up. So.
Well, this was awesome, but before we get out of here, we have to highlight what makes you guys even more different than the rest of the coffee spaces, and it's your creative space. So let's go check it out. All right, let's go. Lead the way, ladies. I don't know where I'm going.
All right, come on.
So now we're back here in the creative space. Now this is awesome. Can you get into how this came about and why do you guys want to implement this?
A huge part of Sip Sonder is the creatives, having a space for other individuals to come in and do gallery exhibits, you know, our meditations.
Could be through a jazz night, which we have. It's empowering for an artist to be like, yeah, my work is on view at Sip Sonder, and folks can come and actually see their work. So
Really, I think it's so important that not only you guys are connecting with the community, but you guys are giving the community a space, right? So I just commend you guys on that. Amanda, Shanita, thank you so much for opening up your beautiful space to us. Know that you're Dine N Bash family. And best believe, I might have to stop by and get some coffee for game day or something like that. You know what I mean?
the secret recipe. No one else will know.
But there you guys have it. Thank you so much again, guys. We really appreciate it. And this is Dine N Bash. We out of here.